He opens doors for everyone. Says yes, even when he wants to say no. Stays quiet to keep the peace. And still, he feels disrespected, overlooked, and emotionally drained. He's kind, but he's hurting. This is the reality of the two-kind man. But what if I told you that ancient Stoic philosophy has powerful answers for him? Rules that can turn quiet suffering into calm strength. Boundaries that can turn weakness into respect. This is not about becoming cold. It's about becoming wise. Welcome to Stoic Rules for the Two-Kind Man. Let's begin your transformation. Rule 1. Kindness without boundaries is self-betrayal. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Many two-kind men believe they must please others to keep peace. But what they're really doing is betraying their own inner peace. Stoicism teaches us that peace isn't found in others. It's found in alignment with our own reason and values. If your kindness comes at the cost of your dignity, it's not kindness. It's fear disguised as virtue. So the first Stoic rule is this: give with kindness, but never abandon yourself in the process. Learn to say no, not from cruelty, but from clarity. Rule 2. Approval is a poison that feeds weakness. Epictetus warned, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The two-kind man chases approval like a thirsty man chases water. He fears disapproval, avoids conflict, and loses himself trying to be liked. But Stoicism tells us, approval is unstable, fleeting, addictive. True power comes not from being liked, but from being respected. And respect comes from living by principle, not performance. Let them misunderstand you. Let them think you're rude. If you're acting from your highest self, their judgment is irrelevant. Rule 3. Don't confuse silence with wisdom. Kind men often stay silent. They think they're avoiding conflict, but they're actually avoiding assertion. There's a difference between stoic composure and cowardly silence. Seneca wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. So is speaking your truth." Stoicism doesn't tell you to stay quiet forever. It tells you to speak only when necessary and only with purpose. The rule is this: don't speak to be liked. Don't stay silent to be safe. Speak with intention, rooted in reason, not emotion. Rule 4. You are not a savior. Many kind men suffer from the savior complex. They think they must fix everyone, heal everyone, save everyone. But Epictetus was clear. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Your job is not to rescue people from their chaos. It's to become an example of inner order. Save your energy for those who want to change, not those who only want to drain you. The Stoic rule here? Be a lighthouse, not a lifeboat. Rule 5. Let others be uncomfortable. The two-kind man tries to keep everyone comfortable. But in doing so, he sacrifices his own. Here's the truth Stoics knew. Growth is uncomfortable. Truth is uncomfortable. Boundaries are uncomfortable. If someone is upset because you said no, that discomfort is theirs to carry, not yours. Your kindness should be rooted in justice, not guilt. Let others sit in the discomfort of your truth. That's how respect is built. Rule 6. Don't be generous with what drains you. Kindness is a gift, but not everyone deserves it in excess. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Being a good man does not mean saying yes to everything. It means managing your energy like a stoic warrior. Give where it nourishes. Withdraw where it depletes. Say yes when your soul says yes. Say no when your gut tightens. Because a drained man can give nothing, not even to himself. Rule 7. Don't trade respect for affection. Too many kind men choose being liked over being respected. But the Stoics never chased affection. They earned admiration. Respect doesn't always feel good in the short term. It means setting hard boundaries, walking away from comfort, speaking up when silence is easier. But in the end, it's respect that builds legacy, not approval, not attention. So remember this. If you always say yes, people will use you. But if you stand firm, they'll remember you. Rule 8. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. Every kind man has felt the sting of being overlooked, ghosted, or disrespected. And often he turns it inward, thinking he's not enough. But as Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Rejection is not failure. It's redirection. Sometimes it's even protection. The Stoic rule? Detach your self-worth from their response. If you stayed true to yourself, you didn't lose, you won. Rule 9. Learn to be alone without feeling lonely. The kind man often fears solitude. He needs others to validate his goodness. But the Stoic man? He becomes friends with stillness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." You must learn to sit alone, and still feel whole. Because when you do, you stop seeking people who complete you, and start attracting those who complement you. Solitude isn't punishment. It's preparation. Rule 10. Stop asking for permission to exist. The too kind man waits. Waits for the right time to speak. Waits for others to see his worth. Waits for permission to act boldly. But Stoicism teaches, life doesn't wait. You were not born to tiptoe through life. You were born to walk with quiet power. So stop apologizing for taking space. Stop seeking signs that it's okay to be you. You are already enough. Now act like it. Kindness without strength is incomplete. You don't have to become cruel to stop being weak. You don't have to become loud to be heard. And you don't have to stop being kind to start being powerful. The Stoics were never about emotional numbness. They were about emotional mastery. So be kind, but be unshakable. Be generous, but be guarded. Be loving, but be wise. Let others chase approval. Let others live in fear. You live by virtue, because that is where true power lives. That is where the transformation begins. And that is the Stoic path. You were never too kind. You were just unguarded. Now, you know better. Now, it's time to walk the Stoic path. Subscribe button and a quote from Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one.